It's the worst feeling when the bus doesn't run. There's a sinking feeling in the gut. It feels hopeless. Some say that old Volkswagens run on peace, love, and sunshine. Though we love our bus Sunshine, this morning, she was not giving us any peace. We're parking up at trash pile number 2 in the back of an abandoned parking lot to see what's going on.
Well, 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 another day sticking your head in the engine compartment of an old VW bus. Such is life.
The problem all began on a 100-mile dirt back road. Midway through the drive, we experienced bucking and rich running with blue smoke from the exhaust. Sunshine's being a diva, and we're dealing with the consequences. On the side of the road, miles from anywhere, we took our rear apart and diagnosed the issue as a strange stick in the airflow meter. Now, on the busy streets of La Paz, the symptoms had worsened, and with heavy hearts for Sunshine, it was time to take action.
Today we're having issues with the automatic fuel mix. Wait, what is it called? The AFM, air fuel man.
Airflow meter.
This is the airflow meter, but it's getting stuck. See that? It's not supposed to stop like that. That's not supposed to be what it does. It's supposed to go like this.
And now for a lesson in Car Mechanics 101. Engines work through combustion, which requires air and fuel to mix in a chamber called the cylinder. The airflow meter plays a crucial role in this process by measuring the air intake to the engine and deciding how much fuel to inject into the mixture. Sunshine's airflow meter does this using a carbon strip with a rotating wiper on its track. Our wiper was getting stuck along this track. I guess you could say it was having trouble with its air-fuel ratio decision-making. Thanks for joining us. Back to our regular scheduled programming. We do carry a spare airflow meter. JR has swapped out one for the other. We're many miles from anywhere where you can get an AFM. Not sure what we'll do if this doesn't work. Let's hope it does.
Here we go. That does not sound very good.
It does start. It does start.
It starts like a bucket of bolts.
This is better than the other AFM, a little bit, we think.
Good.
Oh boy. It's not quite sounding right with this new AFM. Oh boy. That test drive did not go well. That second AFM is not okay. Right now, I'm feeling really nervous and anxious, and I have this weight on my stomach. This is our home, and this is our car. So if it's out, we're stranded. The relationship with Sunshine is tenuous. We are looking up Volkswagen shops.
Look, this one has a bug out front.
A new bug or an old bug?
An old bug.
Okay.
Look, it's got a bus in the corner too. In the picture, there's a bus
That's promising.
with a peace sign on the back.
That's promising. What is that place called?
That's Geraldo's. Geraldo's VW. It looks like it's about 20 minutes away.
Okay, we have a next plan. Let's go to this Volkswagen shop. Geraldo's, we're on our way. Guess it kind of made sense that there's a VW shop in La Paz, what with all the VWs on the road.
Must be on the right track.
We made it to Geraldo VW. We're gonna bring in our broken AFM and see what they can do to it. This looks like the right place.
There are two Vanagons on the left. There's a Volkswagen truck that I don't even know what it is outside.
There's a lot of bus paraphernalia. We might be in the right shop. This is Rogelio, the owner of Geraldo's VW. This shop has been a VW staple in La Paz for over 40 years. Rogelio's been working on Volkswagen since Sunshine was a brand new bus, and that made us feel pretty confident. He knows these cars. It's always a good sign when the owners in the shop and when he's immediately interested in looking at the issue at hand.
Oh man, we might be in luck. He didn't even blink when I gave it to him.
He studied it for a long time but didn't say much. He did look confident. I'm feeling hopeful. It is not looking incredibly promising for us to be back on the road anytime soon because it is Semana Santa. That means that everything in La Paz basically is shutting down for a week. We might be hanging around La Paz for a hot minute.
One of the things I wanted to tell you, this is not good for anything.
Okay.
This is...
Rogelio had attempted a repair on the AFM by sanding down the body's interior. What he'd hoped is that he would create clearance for the bend in the flap, but it was to no avail. The VWs were going in the garage and all the techs were heading home. We'd have to wait till next week for Rogelio to look at our second AFM. Well, that didn't work. This guy's donezo. This morning, we are in the middle of downtown La Paz, broken down. We're parked here for the week, waiting for Semana Santa to be done. We woke up here surrounded by Vanagons and VW things. Sunshine's problem is that she can't drive anywhere without going. We have to wait till next week for her to get a new part. We're stuck here. We were right in the heart of downtown La Paz and had to come to peace with our plight as urban dwellers. La Paz is the coastal capital city of Baja California and the most populous city in the state. It has a lot of marinas, tasty seafood, and colorful street art, so a lot of Mexican tourists and expats alike flock here for coastal life with a kind of California vibe. Its name translates to the city of peace, which to me is ironic because peace isn't something I usually find in the city. I was having trouble coming to terms with my next week. The thing about breaking down is that when we break down, our house breaks down. It's a blessing and a curse to be broken down in a city. The blessing is that there is a VW shop here. The curse is that we're in a city. To me, the city is a very hard, harsh place. Everyone is very close up on each other. It makes me want to get back under the trees or in the cacti. That is the mental game to deal with, is sitting in this unknown place of what will happen to Sunshine. I don't doubt we will fill up our days because somehow we never get bored. I fully expected I would despise our week of waiting. Not so much because of the waiting, but because of the city. You see, before hitting the road, JR and I lived in the city, the crowded, chaotic boardwalk of Venice Beach, California, just a block from the beach. I did love some parts of the California coast, but the emotional tone of my life in the city was one of claustrophobia. Back then, I truly believed that any semblance of inner peace existed somewhere out in the wild, away from the smog and the city lights. It was with that belief in mind that I hit the road in Sunshine, and it's with that belief in mind that I continue to travel. But now, I find myself walking around another colorful coastal palm tree city 10 years later, and my question is, can I find tranquility in the now? So often, I look to my exterior world for peace. I find it in solitude, 50 miles down a dirt road, somewhere out there under the mountains of nowhere. Now, during our week-long layover in La Paz, maybe I could learn to relax my need to be out there. Maybe I could find little moments of peace even while surrounded by traffic and tourists and noise. Could it be that there's a solace, a sense of peace within a piece of me? It is Monday morning. This means that Semana Santa is behind us, and we can once again move Sunshine's part forward. Feeling the anticipation, today we could be back on the road, or we could be in another week of waiting. We really don't know. I'm wearing my Team Sunshine shirt today. Go Sunshine! I'm rooting her on. I'm her #1 cheerleader fan when she's broken down.
Well, well, well. Another day sticking your head in the engine compartment of Sunshine. Today we have to take this AFM off. I got an AFM, I got an AFM, I got an AFM, hey, hey, hey. I got two AFMs, I got two AFMs, I got two AFMs, hey, 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 hey. As you know, this one sticks when it's open, and we have a spare. But this one's got an extra special feature that it sticks when it's closed.
JR thinks that Rogelio can just put the two AFMs together.
Smash, and then it works.
I'm not sure that a Frankenstein AFM would work. I sure hope something does.
Here we go, off to Geraldo's, whose owner's name is Rogelio. Don't get confused.
I hope that this works and that he's able to get us on the road today.
Another day, another Vanagon parked in front of Geraldo's.
We just pulled up to Geraldo's. Their doors are open. We're here and there's a bunch of VWs of all kinds. There's Vanagons, there's trucks, there's old school Beetles, there's newfangled VWs that I don't even know how they work at all.
You know what I love about this car right here? This is the car that I drew when I was a kid. Every crayon drawing of a car, this car right here.
We handed our parts to Rogelio in hopes that he could make a new AFM, or a Frankenstein's monster.
I would like to get this one.
I am left with one AFM. Rogelio says that he has another core and he's going to take it all apart, use the board from the other one and put it all back together. And hopefully we'll have a working one.
We are not getting into rebuilding an airflow meter. I don't think that we're quite at that level yet. Maybe one day we'll be far enough along, but it feels good to have the airflow meter rebuild in a professional's hands. Taking apart those screws and getting into Sunshine's only computer, that's beyond us at this time. The question now is, what do we do for our 24-hour wait? What do you think, JR?
I need to get a haircut.
We're going to the hair salon.
You look like a guy who swims with sharks.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, that's like
Crikey! We're headed out for an adventure.
One lush head of hair and one rogue bug later, me and Steve Irwin were back at Rogelio's.
Here comes Rogelio.
it's all done. The thing you have to do is try it out.
We'll go put it right back in Sunshine on the street corner and try it out.
He said that that very day, he located a spare AFM from a donor bus here in the city, and we could have it for good. Thank you, Rogelio. We'll be back. We're leaving with two, but this one's a new. We now have 3 airflow meters in our life. One that was running Sunshine down the road. We have a second that we've been carrying around for 2 years, and now Rogelio gave us a third.
We got 3 brains.
We have a brain for each of us. The airflow meter is kind of like Sunshine's brain. Currently, she doesn't have a brain. Now we're bringing her a new brain, but will she be the same Sunshine?
Sunshine has been running the ship of Theseus since the beginning.
Do you know the myth of the ship of Theseus? Tell it to people, JR.
You replace every part on the ship while it's underway on its voyage. Is it still the same ship? And we damn near replaced every part on Sunshine.
These Sunshine Theseus love bus.
And that's what we're gonna do. Keep Sunshine alive forever. Let's go give her a new brain. Oh, there she is. Hi, Sunshine.
We're back under our handy dandy shade tree. They call this JR's shade tree, and he's serious with it. JR, I want to take a selfie with it to remember it.
You want to take a selfie with the AFM?
Yeah,
Good.
because once it goes in there, it will be years, we hope, before we see it again.
That's complete BS. We'll be messing with it next week, I'm sure.
You are a very fine machine. You're almost a computer, but not really. The Germans built you in the 70s. This is a musical history of your life. You're a very fine machine.
Now I'm gonna put it back in the bus.
I'm so nervous. Let's see if she works.
Here we go.
On the colorful streets of La Paz, sunshine was moving again. Yet no major bucking, no blue smoke. It's got power and it's staying alive. The new AFM wasn't perfect. It had a slight hesitation at the pickup, but it was definitely good enough to get us out of town and on our way north.
Yeah, it feels so good to be in sunshine again.
She's moving! We were so elated driving through the city that a celebration was in order. One ceviche tostada was just what Steve Irwin ordered. We couldn't wait to tell Rogelio that the part had worked and that Sunshine was cruising again. Without his assistance, we may have been waiting for an AFM from the States to pass customs for months. Can you imagine the gratitude we felt? Based on the notes in Geraldo's guest book, there were hundreds of other VW owners who felt the same. Oh, look at that. Thank you for all you've done for me. This has been hands down my best experience at a mechanic. That's amazing. Hotel Rogelio. This is what the Volkswagen family is all about. It really is like a family.
Exactly.
It is.
That is like it should be.
We wrote our new VW family a note of our own and bid Geraldo's goodbye. For now, Sunshine was at peace, which meant we could be too. And you know, maybe that's what we needed to learn from our time in La Paz. How to be at peace whatever life throws at us, whether it's a breakdown or time in the city.